we need. Let's go. Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be another LOTV cast. Maybe I should stop saying that because Legacy of the Void is now like 9 years old. 10 years old next year, which makes it, man, I feel old right now. It's going to be Amphion and ShoWTimE and GuMiho from their finals from Homestory Cup 20, bottom left of Amphion. Amphion is the red Terran player. GuMiho top left, it is ShoWTimE. So Korea here versus Germany. ShoWTimE is such an excellent Protoss player though, man. Woo! Good control with his Colossus, good control with the Disruptors, sprinkles in Storm sometimes, knows when to warp in speed lots into the enemy's main base, knows how to use speed lots to go ahead and harass expansions around here and warp them in here if there's an expansion. So GuMiho has his work cut out for him. ShoWTimE does as well, because GuMiho can play standard, he can play mech, he can play proxies, but it looks like he's going to play standard in this game here today. So happy Sunday, happy August. Hope it is not too hot or too cold where you are, no matter where you are in this giant world of ours. All right, man. So I have set up an Instagram account. It's just a Falcon.Paladin. So if you want to go ahead and follow me and maybe leave a comment, I will respond to you. It's just you know, just a little bit of social media. I'm still posting stuff to Twitter and Facebook at /FalconPaladin. So anyway, this is ooh, a gate into an expansion. Nah, gate into Cybercore into expansion. Those health bars tricked me, and a 1-Rax expand here coming up inside the main base from GuMiho. Warp gate. As soon as you have enough minerals. There we go. 50 minerals, man, for warp gate. That is such... I don't know. I feel like it's a good deal, right? Like, metabolic boost is 100-100 and warp gate is 50-50? Why is it so darn cheap? I mean, they have nerfed it, right? Because it used to be you just had to throw it on a pylon somewhere and you could fast warp wherever that pylon was, and it was awesome. This Reaper, name submitted by WGen8, is Mad Max. At some point, Max is pursued by all 3 wasteland rulers from the Citadel, Gastown, and the Bullet Farm. His only escape was upward, so he escaped to the Caprulu sector. Yeah, man, good stuff, the Mad Max. Fury Road, Furiosa, excellent stuff. Ooh, he gets a probe kill. Look at all this lost mining time, too. Okay, this is one of the more gosh darn effective Reaper plays we've ever had. At least in the last, like, couple years. It used to be Reapers would get kills every once in a while. That's 2? All right, ShoWTimE's dead, everyone. Show's over. Let's wrap it up. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I'm here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. 2 probe kills with 1 Reaper, and the Reaper lives. Okay, maybe not anymore. Oh, the KD8 charge attempt was nice, but he dead now. Good attempt there, Mad Max. Maybe he'll be resurrected as another version of Mad Max, as he does continue to get recast within the world of the Mad Max. Interesting, because he's the guy, right? Anyway, we're going factory into reactor. Got a starport coming up here, too. So a bit of a 2-1-1 opening here, which is pretty aggressive stuff. Yes, going to react to the starport. Going to get those medevacs out, and then maybe use this to get a Widow Mine, or... Oh, is he supply blocked? He was supply blocked for just a minute. Ooh, tank. So this is going to be like a Marine, Siege Tank, medevac style push coming out here off of 2 bases. Watching for drops, watching for Widow Mine drops in particular is ShoWTimE, but we're not going there today. We are not making Widow Mines. Maybe later we'll double pump out some Widow Mines, but for now, oh my gosh, another supply block, just a little tiny supply block. It is tanks from GuMiho. So I don't know, maybe he's throwing away his lead by getting supply block just a little bit here a couple times. Cyclone is out. Cyclone could start hammering away on this guy, and yeah, just ye old Marine drops. So you can still kind of deal with those with Stalkers to some extent, but no Widow Mines at all. This might throw ShoWTimE off. He's like, these are supposed to be Widow Mines. What is going on here? What are these shenanigans? So I'm going to go ahead and try to swing up this left side, but it's going to get scouted at the very least. Like, there is a Stalker who is going to be shooting at you the whole time, but it's only one Stalker. He's like, okay, I see you, Stalker. And I think the Stalker saw him too as these guys clump up. They're like, all right, here they are. If we get all of our shots in a row here. Oh, the blink down. No! Medevac dies. What a shutdown by ShoWTimE. The shutdown by ShoWTimE is great. The Cyclone has a kill. I don't know what it was. Maybe he killed an Adept or something. Just kind of sharking around down that way. All right. Well, Marine tank. The order of the day here, and you really do want to start pushing as a Terran player. Sitting back and letting the Protoss macro up to like 3, 4, 5 bases is not a great idea. In the long term, they'll have like 6 Colossus and 7 Disruptors and 8 High Templar and like 7 million charge lots, and you're like, oh, every Terran player just like shriveled up inside when they heard that. They're like, oh, I don't want to play against that. That's not fun at all. So yeah, I got to get in there. Try to get some work done. Oh, he unseeds the tank at kind of the wrong time there. Robotics Bay coming in from ShoWTimE. I'm going to guess Colossus going to be the order of the day here, at least at the start. Dude, is the Cyclone back? Cyclone is back. It's going to get another kill. Yo, and then it dies. But hey, got a couple Adept kills there, probably. Delay the push, delay the push, delay the push, delay the push. That's exactly what ShoWTimE is trying to do here, is delay that push, man. All right, tank's going to siege up on the high ground, and firing. Yes, getting that sentry. Ooh, getting a hit off on the Immortal is good, too. The cooldown on that shield is a minute. Combat shield finishing up here quite nicely from GuMiho. Is he trying to get out of here? Doesn't like what he sees. Look at this. ShoWTimE's like, I got enough Stalkers to actually kill you now, but the tanks are sieged up, and now there's not. So we're just kind of bouncing back and forth here. Third base coming in from GuMiho finishes up right now. He is working on more Marines, more tanks. I'm liking it. I'm liking what we're seeing here, and it is Colossus on the uptake with Extended Thermal Lance coming in next of all. I clicked on Extended Thermal Lance. Robotics Bay is over here, though. Camera, you're supposed to take me over there, guy. Anywho. Yeah, at this point, ShoWTimE's like, I don't want to really get in a direct confrontation here. At least until my Colossus are out. But man, siege tanks are really good against Colossus. They outrange them. They do bonus damage to them. They are great answers. 2 Disruptors, too. I like this adding tanks play from GuMiho, making tanks early and often. Big, big, big fan of that. Swinging up the right side. GuMiho, we'll keep an eye on that as much as we can on the minimap. On the other way, are we chrono boosting Extended Thermal Lance? No, not at all. Not happening even a little bit. Woo, forced to cancel. ShoWTimE was trying to expand here. Nope. Not happening. Boosting out, unloading in a position where the Stalkers can't really get there, or the Zealots. Especially the Zealots can't get here very easy. You have to loop all the way around the top side or all the way around down the bottom side here, and that's just a lot of running. So, man, I could probably unload here, force another cancel on it, get a pickup before this army responds properly. There's a scan to see no army here. That's weird. You do want the 3 Colossus. That's the magic number here in this matchup. 2 of them are done, and a third one is not in production. Hallucinated Phoenix sees, oh, we are still working on tanks. So, I mean, that's probably what this Tech Lab factory is. If you had to guess what it is as ShoWTimE, plus you probably got close enough to see all of the tanks down here, too. So, ShoWTimE knows what's up. And here goes another move out from GuMiho. This is scary, man. A lot of Marines, tanks, Marauder count. Not that great. Maybe 4 of them? Yeah, 4 of them here. Getting the high ground, though. Always nice. Okay, that Zealot died, but got some good information as to the position of the army here from GuMiho. Gonna just leave these tanks here. And then he's like, oh, if the army's all over in this quadrant, maybe I can just drop. Oh, boy. Hey, look, it's the 3rd Colossus. And hey, look, who repositioned to deal with this? And that Zealot scouted it anyway. So, yeah, GuMiho very smartly did not go for the position that was going to be bad for him. But at some point, we got to have an engagement, yeah? Here on Amphion, I feel like that's something we probably have to get done. Vikings being added in, recognizing the Colossus count is pretty scary. We're now into Disruptors now that we have the beautiful number of 3 Colossus. ShoWTimE is following a plan, keeping an eye on the Terran player, and doing a great job with the macro. This 4th base is great. The income tab is about even now, which is not what you want to see as a Terran player. Or as a Protoss. I mean, even's just kind of like, meh. Right? Nobody can be too happy with it. Is that another supply block on GuMiho? Dude. What is up with your supply blocking yourself, sir? I mean, it's 181 supply. It's not the end of the world. ShoWTimE takes his 5th base top right corner. Usually we'll take that after taking this one, so ShoWTimE knows what's up. And remember what I said about getting charge slots inside your base? Remember what I said about Vikings earlier? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's a dead War Prism. Completely shuts that down. So both players going for drops here in the first 10 minutes and nobody getting anything done with any of them. So GuMiho was like, well, maybe you can attack into me. You want to attack into my tanks? Probably not. He says. Probably, definitely not. Ah, see, this is the comp. This is what we're looking at here. It's Colossus. It's Disruptors. It's 30 charge lots, which can jump on tanks so easily, especially if there's not a lot defending them, which these guys don't have much of that. Caduceus Reactor coming in. Is that what that upgrade is? To give Medivacs longer boost time when they boost? I don't see that upgrade a whole lot, but sure. Let's get that rolling. Absolutely. So now we're both maxed out. Now you can't be supply blocked anymore because you are just at the supply cap. But here comes ShoWTimE charging down Colossus up top. And is he going to try to engage here? The Vikings try to get some shots off, but Vikings pick them up out of the sky. And no. ShoWTimE decides not to commit to marching in there. Too many tanks. Too many 7 tanks in there with no upgrades at all. No upgrades at all, friends. We are not giving them a vehicle upgrade whatsoever. And then these guys trying to just get something done somewhere. Ooh, proxy gate on the right side for faster warp-ins and shutting down an attempt of GuMiho to take this bottom right base, at least to some extent. I like it. He's like, I'll just out macro you. I'll just get more money than you have. I got the engagement here, and coming up this ramp, especially with a choke, is not something at all that ShoWTimE wants to do. So he's just not committing here, guys. It's not happening. Zealots, nope. Get spotted out, get eaten up immediately, and the Stalkers are like, well, the Zealots are dead. We're not doing anything at all, but we do have a fast warp over here thanks to the presence of this gateway, this proxy gateway. Disruptor count continuing to increase, but every time you wander in this tank range, you just take so much splash damage. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. And then your next battle is going to be that much more difficult. ShoWTimE taking a 6th base. High grounding it. A little proxy gate gets shut down. I'm not sure the GuMiho's even tried to expand down that way. Here we go. Marching in. Colossus. Blah, blah. Stalkers on top of everything. Disruptors seem to be, oh, they're trailing the party here. Would have been nice to send some disruptor shots off during that engagement, but oh, it's an immortal body sliding down that ramp. Brutal. So yeah, ShoWTimE just lost about 40 supply, I think. Maybe closer to, yeah, 40 or so. Trying to attack into an entrenched tank position. Can't be happy about that. Cannot in any way be happy about that. Liberators getting advanced ballistics. +3 coming in from the Protoss. Both players are working on upgrades consistently. If you're not working on upgrades in the first 15 minutes of a game, you're probably playing it wrong. You're going to want an upgrade of something. Oh, charge lots get in. Do nothing. Kill nothing. They almost killed this tank, but not quite. And close only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. All right, we are looking at just kind of a stalemate here, right? With GuMiho taking this space and ShoWTimE holding onto this space, we're not even on income. The mules are dipping that data down into GuMiho's side of things, and then when there's not mules, ShoWTimE has a lead economically. ShoWTimE taking this space is pretty gutsy. Kinda gutsy. I like it quite a bit. GuMiho's like, where is the army? Why are they not engaging here? Well, they're right behind you. What if I told you they're right behind you? Zealots get inside the main base, and that tank is still firing on them, but that means SCVs are dying. Targeting the Nexus and getting out of there, exactly what GuMiho wanted to do. Zealots in the main base still getting... There we go. They finally take down that one tank. Denying this upgrade would be pretty sweet by them. And the majority of GuMiho's army fairly stimmed, getting chased down by charge lots. Oh my gosh, he just denied armor level 3. And ship weapons is in trouble. Liberator's a good answer to dealing with Zealots inside your main base. There you go. But you just got to have enough circles to cover all of them is the whole idea here. And they do get cleaned up. The War Prism decides to get out of there before a Viking shows up and ruins its day, as its predecessor was killed by the aforementioned Vikings. So Nexus sniped, 9 SCVs dead on the other side. So tit for tat here. Still both maxed out, still have similar numbers of banks. That +3 infantry armor upgrade being sniped is really, really annoying. Ooh, Liberators right there. Ooh, Ghost just got sniped. High ground siege tanks, though, not anybody's favorite thing at all. Nice dodge on that, that Purification Nova there for GuMiho. This has been... Yeah, everyone's tried to get in there, but 15 minutes is a pretty long time for a PvT these days. And for the last couple of years, it's just both players have been really good at being in position to defend properly whenever the enemy shows up and wants to ruin your day. I mean, sure, this Nexus got sniped, but no, it's not like the entire army of ShoWTimE got wiped out in the process, right? Zealots are like, please let there be a base here. There's not. Oh, okay. Well, how about there be literally nothing? Although, man, GuMiho wanders in. War Prism says, Vikings, I'm out. Peace. I'm going to pick up some of you guys, and we try to swing down. Sensor tower for this, right? This is a sensor tower thing. Beep, 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 beep. Advanced warning. Liberator already here. And yeah, I don't know how much more work the Zealots are going to get done here. Attack in at the same time. Disruptor shot, not connecting on anything, and ShoWTimE backs away again. Pretty content. Ooh, warps in some Stalkers to deal with the Liberator. Big warp in here. 5 more Zealots come in, committing quite a bit to this. And he's not doing that great up here because he's committing so much army value to this. So War Prism dies, all these Zealots die, 10 more SCVs go down, but GuMiho still has 54, and he still has a ton of mules available too. By that I mean he's sitting on 6 orbitals, so that's a bunch of mules you can call down at any time. Income is still favoring ShoWTimE at the moment, so you got to keep that in mind, friends. Without the mules, Protoss is going to do really well, and with the mules, Terran does really well. Liberator sniped. I like the heavier Stalker composition here. ShoWTimE recognizes the Liberators are a problem, and he says, went ahead, get Dark Shrine. Technically, he's ahead right now, but he is throwing down that Dark Shrine. Here at about 17 minutes. Right side base, this little hybrid gold and regular minerals thing has been set up. Kind of weird stuff. Ooh, Disruptor actually takes out a Marine. Army wipes out a missile turret and a sensor tower. And are we going for this? Once again, no! Big Nova hits. Oh, big Nova hits there. That's what we like to see from Purification Novas. Protoss fans are cheering right now. Like, come on. You can take down the hated Terran. All of my elite Protoss brethren struggle against elite Terran players. And Zerg, but there are no Zerg here, so I'm not actively rooting against them. Oh, some people probably have some hatred for Zerg in their hearts, even when they're watching a PvT. Probably that is something that is happening. Missile turret constructed to deal with an observer. Very funny stuff. Nova takes out a missile turret. Liberator is getting some free hits off. Stalkers are going down. They take one of the Liberators out in revenge, though. And again, War Prism trying to sneak back in here, but turret is here. I like how there's one Marauder parked here just for the fun of it. ShoWTimE sneaking on this right side. I don't know. Once again, Liberator count. Bop, 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 bop. Free Zealot kills. Thinking about going in. Too injured, I would say, to really risk going in there with that War Prism right now. ShoWTimE expanding to this little secret hideaway base on the left side. You can't access it unless you mine out a mineral wall or kill some debris. So it's kind of an island base, but only temporarily. This is an incredible PvT. Like, this is one of the longer ones I've seen, honestly, in the last couple of years. This base has not been taken. This base has not been taken. This base has not been taken. So ShoWTimE's economy is doing great. The problem is this Liberator count is a little obscene. It's a bit obscene. But there are 17 Liberators here. It takes me back to the early days of Legacy of the Void, when Liberators, like Protoss, did not know what to do with them and just lose to them all the time. And the answer was, you kind of just have to engage into them anyway. Like, you just have to face your fears. Jeez. Another Disruptor down. Oh! Zealot versus Planetary. Charge Loss versus Planetary. GuMiho's going for it, man. We base trading? Heck yes. That Planetary's down. The entire main base of ShoWTimE is in a lot of trouble. This is where all of his production is, too. But ShoWTimE says, we'll base race. Dude, this is getting an epic tag. I cannot believe we're base racing in a PvT. I can't remember the last time I saw one of these. The problem, as always, is the Terran buildings can fly, and I don't see a Stargate. I see 2 Stargates and a Fleet Beacon from ShoWTimE. But he hasn't done anything with it. He's working on air armor, hilariously. He's rebuilding another Dark Shrine over here because the one in the main base got killed. ShoWTimE marching in. Stalker's trying to pick off these orbitals before they can fly out to safety and down this way. At least get it into burning. That's exactly what you want. And we'll just, never mind, straight up killing it is good too. So all the production of ShoWTimE is dead. He's trying to rebuild more of it over here, but for now his production is dead. GuMiho's production is dead. GuMiho is at 170 to 125 army supply. So in a direct engagement, ooh, plus he's defended his own natural and his main, so his production is okay. He's got 4,000 minerals and 2,200 gas to work with. ShoWTimE is supply blocked, but not like insanely so. But it's going to get worse as more pylons and nexuses are going to die here. And ShoWTimE says, okay, I'm ready to not base race you anymore. We're going to cancel the base race. You have so many Liberators, though. Man, place your bets here at 21 minutes. I think GuMiho probably has it. Just because he's got the production. Like, he's making more ghosts. He's making more Liberators. He's getting upgrades. And ShoWTimE's just trying to, like, get his production back because all of it died. And now just 5 more warp gates die. And ShoWTimE's like, all right, I guess we head down south again. See if we can break this position. But if you can't, though... Oh, man. Liberators are just basically 2-3-shotting these Zealots when they come in. Trying to blink it on top of the Liberators, as I talked about earlier. It's kind of working. It is. Couple Liberators die, but ShoWTimE has to fall back. This base is just an absolute mess. Liberators casually turning around to cover all the minerals on this high ground base, too. ShoWTimE has the income, but he doesn't have the production capabilities, really. He's at 5 warp gates. 5. I'm surprised I didn't build anything over here. I guess a Liberator showed up over here too. Okay, so Liberator shuts that down. This base is running. This base is not running. It's a 1 base running income here for ShoWTimE. GuMiho does not have income. GuMiho has like 2-3 mineral patches that are going to be gone very, very soon. Yeah, this game's getting an epic tag. I cannot believe this. ShoWTimE definitely on the back foot here, but had more, better income and the production capabilities to use it. Sort of. He's getting DT blink. But I get just that still 5 orbitals exist. Yeah, no, I think this is over. ShoWTimE hasn't been able to engage with this army of GuMihos for like 5 minutes now. And every time he tries to counter, GuMiho just has enough to defend. So this is over. ShoWTimE is dead. But a really fantastic game between these two. Loving it. Ah, the Dark Shrine dies again. Tragically. Disruptor gets picked off and slowed and killed, and it's 189 to 85 army supply. Yeah, ShoWTimE has a worker advantage, 14 to 8. And he is mining. And he's mining here because we saw that Liberator get picked off. So, like, if GuMiho totally screws this up, then ShoWTimE can win this game. Like, maybe coming back home and not leaving it for a while. But no, he's just coming home to retrieve his boys. This is so many boys. This is a lot of boys. You ever get that +3? He did. He did go back and get the +3 infantry armor upgrade. But yeah, man. GuMiho has no income right now. That bank came in absolutely huge for him. And that's it. Everybody stops microing from ShoWTimE. EMPs are getting tossed down. Liberator count still just ridiculous. And GG GuMiho. GuMiho comes out on top. Absolutely fantastic showing there from GuMiho. The Liberator count is the highest I've seen in a PvT in a while. Okay, someone's hanging out, but we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, look at this. You look at this, and you're like, oh, no, yeah, ShoWTimE won this game. Like, the last 10 minutes are widely blue. But see, the army value tab, which we don't have, is the bigger problem here. 54,000 resources lost for ShoWTimE versus 32,000 for GuMiho. That'll tell us a story, won't it? That tells us a big-time story. Just shows us how much stuff died. 771 zealots, 7 nexuses, and 30 warp gates died. The man went from 30 warp gates to having 5 at the end of the game. 4. A total of 4 there. 2 dark shrines died, which is a little bit hilarious. 20 liberators died, and there were still 9. Still 9 at this point in the game. And yeah, just Marine Marauder, Ghost, a little bit of the EMP there, some medevacs, and then a ton of liberators. There just wasn't enough Protoss to engage with it. So overall, a beautiful, 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 beautiful game. So yeah, epic tag for this one, that's for sure. And yeah, just too many liberators, I guess, for ShoWTimE. Maybe more stalkers in the early game, less, you know, like fewer zealots. Tough stuff, man. But that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, all at /Falcon Paladin. And that's going to be it for me today. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, as always, thank you so much for being here, and you take care of yourself.